Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the morning blessing. It's another Monday morning. It is the 11th day of December 2023, and here we are. We're live. So, how are you doing today? How are you feeling this morning? It's joy is in the air. A lot of stuff is happening in the air today. Hello to my love, Join. Good morning. So, here we are. It's the morning blessing, and it is Monday. Hello, Loretta. Good morning. How are you this morning? We are ready to do the morning blessing. How are you feeling, ladies or gentlemen and lady? I don't know. So enjoy yourself because in a minute it's 8 o'clock. And how did you greet yourself this morning? Today is another beautiful morning to push forward, do the best we can, and help ourselves to get where we desire to go. So the morning blessing today is looking for balance. Go with the flow. And I wonder what that means to some people. We desire balance in our life. We always desire to have balance in our life. We want this to be okay. We want to feel the energy. But nobody taught us that we should learn to go with the flow. What is going with the flow? You know, the salmon spawns, it goes upstream. The energy is coming down and the salmon is going up there. And it's not easy for that salmon to go upstream. But upstream it goes. And it struggles with that. It pushes through just so it could go to lay its eggs so there are more salmon. But we do not have to go upstream. We need to pause in the moment. We need to think. We need to concentrate. We need to believe that it's okay for us to rest in the moment and feel the energy where it is going. When we rush through our days without stopping, I said looking for the balance, stop. Resisting the energy of the world is not going to make it any easier. That doesn't mean you have to carry the negative energy, but within you there is your own energy. But we never remember to connect. Good morning, Lisa. How are you? We do not always remember to connect with our own energy. We let the outside energy, the energy around us that we cannot control. And yet, that's the one we fight against. And we have to learn to stop doing that. Morning, Ryan. How are you? So to find the flow, we need to pause, rest, think, and then act. But many times we do not rest, we don't pause, and we just don't think, and then we just act because of what is happening around us. And when we do that, we are making the other energies that has nothing to do with us determines how we live our day. And so you're listening to a conversation, for example, or you're reading a text from someone. That is their energy. You're listening to the conversation. That's their energy. Can you stop in a moment and realize, should I take this on? Or should I come back and revisit it in an hour or so? And there's so many little things we have that help us to sort these things out. But we forget them. Like, it doesn't require your attention right away because now you're giving all of your energy to this thing you didn't start, you cannot control. Like, I'll give you an example. I got a series of texts from my cousin in Dominica, and it didn't make any sense to me. I didn't see the importance of it to me. It didn't make sense. So I looked at it, I read it, and I go, how do you deal with this? So I set it aside. So finally, I said, you know what? I'm going to ask, who are these people she's talking to me about? The thing is that she's a lot younger than me, so she really doesn't know that I really didn't live there past the age of really 19. And when I came back, it was once for my 21st birthday party, then to get married. And then 18 years later, I showed up again. So all of these people she's talking about, I don't know them. But she's going into this tirade and I'm just there, huh? So I realized we have to sometimes pull back. And that's what I did. I stopped. I did not respond. I looked at it. I didn't really read it. It was just too long. It was going to take too much of my time, and I walked away. And yesterday is always a special Sunday. I had a massage. I had visited my friend. I went to take her a gift for Christmas because I wouldn't be here for Christmas. Then I came back. The massage lady came. I had the massage. She left. We exchanged a little gift. Then I went for a soak. So I really wasn't in a mood to take on what I don't understand. So I finally said, you know what? I don't know what you're talking about. None of it makes sense to me. But you think that stopped her? No. So she persisted to go into another explanation. I just closed the phone, put it down. I haven't dealt with it yet. But I realized taking that responsibility of going into her flow. Because number one, if it doesn't concern me, I leave it alone. I don't care. Because at a certain time of our lives, we have to realize when we are going to start drawing the line. Good morning, Yuko. And staying focused on what it is that is important to us and how it will affect us. And that is not something that we can do if we are not in the moment. That's why we need to pause or rest. If you looked, you ever seen a cat when it gets up from sleeping? From sleeping, it doesn't just jump, it pulls its body and it stretches every limb before it gets up to go for a walk. And it's us humans that are constantly being human doings. But our name is human being. But yet we concentrate on the doing of everything instead of being. And it's when we stop being, we lose our compass. We lose our North Star. We lose where we are supposed to be. It's in the moment you can be. And when you're in the moment and you're being, you can observe, you look, and you can see. But you have to pause. Even a squirrel that is so wild and moving, don't you sometimes it just stops? It's almost like it's connecting with the energy of the earth. They dart around, but every now and again they stop. The birds fly, but there are times they just stop. They stay on a branch. That's when you can get a picture of them. And then the wind will blow, but there's a time it does not blow. It's still. You look and not a leaf on a tree is moving. So that gives us a reason for us to be in the energy of the day. It's important to connect with the energy of the day every day and flow with it instead of fighting, good morning, Lisa, going upstream like a salmon against the current. Be aware of where you are. It is a good thing to feel the current, or it is best to swim with it and wait for the right time when the tide changes. So there's a time that the tide will change. But that thing called wait, because we constantly believe we have to do, but we weren't born to be a human doing. We were born to be a human being. And that is, you come to the point when you retire and people ask you, what are you going to do? And I said, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to be. What do you mean you're going to be? I said, I came as a human being, so I'm going to continue to be a human being. I do not have to do anything. And there are times we have to realize it doesn't mean you take a whole day or months of doing nothing and saying, I'm a human being, and just sit there. That is not it. Being a human being is knowing you have a choice. You have a choice. You're being that person that you came into this world to be. Good morning, Kia. So when you are a human being and you were born to be a human being, that's your name. You weren't born to, they didn't call us human doings. And we take that responsibility to go and march through the world, fighting with the current, going against the current, going against the wind, going against this, going against everything. And what does that make you? Angry, fed up, frustrated, and you're just going and just doing things without thinking, without planning, and without, we look at us where we are. Today is 11. There's 10 days left. 10 days left in a whole 365 days. And we are supposed to think, what is it we're planning for us to be in 2020? Good morning, Georgie. In 2024. There's 10 days. Today is the 11th. Is it 10, 20 days? I don't know. Help me. Anyway, it's 20 days left for the year to end. And what are we going to do in 2024? What are we going to say to self when 2024 dawns on us? Are we prepared for 2024? Are we too frightened to say we need a healing because something is hurting or we're uncomfortable? Are we too frightened of asking for an emotional healing, a mental healing? Are we too frightened to believe we can heal ourselves financially? We can heal ourselves physically, emotionally, spiritually, all of those. But we have to take the time to now is the time. It's like, I keep saying that, and I so want you to take an envelope and a piece of paper and several pieces of paper and take your time to plan what it is you desire to accomplish or to be in 2024. What you desire to be in 2024. And the first time you write it, do not believe it's perfect. Walk away from it and see if you can change it. Do not just take it and write it once. Watch your words, watch your spelling, watch how you form your letters. This is special. This is what you're going to be in 365 days, that you're going to sit back at the end of 2024, whether you're dead or alive, whether you're sitting on the throne of God in heaven because you pass away, we pass away, or whether we are here. What it is when you open this thing on the 31st of December 2024, what is in it? Are you it? Did you remember it? Did you pause it? Or did you just let what was happening that had nothing to do with you overwhelm you? Like my cousin and her long tirade of whatever. And I was supposed to get into it. I couldn't. I said it makes no sense. And then it got worse. So I eventually realized I've got to let it go. Today is not the day to deliver madness that I have no idea what it is. So one of the things we have to do for sure is to realize we have to take the time to do what it is we desire to be every day. What is your desire to be today? Do you want to be calm? Or do you want to be caught in the rush of Christmas shopping? Or are you going to sit down and suck on your teeth because you did not plan financially? And knowing you spend it, and that, or you just realize Christmas is this month because you made no plans for it, and you're going to march through the madness of the day, picking things up that you did not plan to buy. Because again, you're letting the energy of the world pull you through it. But planning is new. So you never had a Christmas account before. My first Christmas account was maybe $25 a month or $25 every 2 weeks. It grew and grew. Good morning, Nancy. So what we have to remember, you have to plan to be in the moment. Otherwise, the current of life and other people's current will drag you. As Seneca said, if you do not know what harbor you seek, any wind that's blowing is a good wind, and you will hop on that wind and take off in the direction of where the wind is going without realizing this is not your wind. Whose wind is it anyway? So plan it. And that is why you need to stop resting the energy of the world. Just stop and rest in the energy of the world. Let you feel that. Feel it. Do you want it? Are you going to go that fast? Good morning, Nadi. So you're looking for balance. I desire to have balance in my life. What are you doing for it? When last did you say, that's it? I'm going to sit down for 5 minutes and dream. There's a thing that I saw on YouTube. It's a man in Greece. He had a dream. And in his dream, he saw the angels, the warrior angels, and it's so the music is so amazing. It's to God. And he heard it, he saw how they were marching through how they were dressed. The angels had their armor on, but they were angels, and they were just ponging and ponging. And I think his name is Nikos, I can't remember his last name. So this thing, the music is deep. When you hear the music, you can feel that energy. Now that is the energy we need. Because it's amazing, but like this, it just pounds into your very being. And he took the sound of what they were matching, the angels were matching, and he used it to create words of praise to God. And it is in English and it's in Greek. I love it in Greek, and I play it. And it's that song now is supposed to be so powerful that the negative energy that surrounds you, it dissipates. Because as I always said, music is an energy that if you let it saturate your mind, you will feel it. So choose the things that you want. Choose it. And listen to that. Because you have to choose where you are. And you can do that only if you are aware. You need to pause and breathe. And when somebody is coming at you, you have to wonder if that person really knows you. When somebody sends you something, if they knew you, they would just know that, she's not going to understand this. He's not going to get it. Why don't we just let them rest and leave it alone? And that is where you have to be careful for your own self, that you are not the one sending something to somebody just because you got it. And it rings true for you. Consider why you want to spread it. Consider and take your time to be understood, so that when they get it, they don't have to say, it makes no sense to me. What are you talking about? Who are these people? And normally it's just really gossip. So if we fill our mind with all of these gossips from somebody thousands of miles, tens of thousands of miles away, what is that going to do for you? Where is it going to take you? How is it going to feel you? You're pulling the energy because you're thinking it. You're listening to it. But you need to deal with you. So this is the time to plan. Who are you going to be in 2024? Take your time, several sheets of paper, and write the be person, the accomplishment you intend to. I will be this. I will be able to. I am doing this because I'm being that. So it takes time to put all these words together. And then when you get it how you like it, walk away from it. Go for a walk around the house. Or just leave it until afternoon. And then use those magic hours. There are 3 magic hours on the clock. 6 p.m., 6 a.m., 3 p.m., midnight. So all of these 9 is 9. So 6, 9, 3, and 12. And in those hours, because the way they are, you can get the right energy for yourself. So choose either 12 in the day or 12 at night. 6 in the morning or 6 at night. 3 in the afternoon or 3 in the morning. 9 or 9. Whichever one. And in that moment, take 5 minutes and read it again. And can you be honest? Or are you just doing it because Tessa-Marie said you have to have goals, dreams, and desires? Or do you really, truly desire to be the person that sits back and enjoy this later on, because you're planning it now? You cannot go through life without plans. You cannot get up in December and decide, oh my God, I better get some Christmas shopping done. You know what that leads to? A credit card that you cannot afford to pay for 2-3 years. If you look at your credit card carefully, whether you pay your balance off in full, there is a fine print at the bottom. The law says they must put it on there. If you borrow $800, it could take you all like 8 years to pay. And don't tell me, Tessa-Marie, I'm crazy. No, I'm not. If you pay the minimum balance on a credit card every month, interest is calculated at 25, 30, whatever that percentage is. It will take you years and years to pay it. Look at it, read it, you'll see it. It's right there. Tiny print. You might need a magnifying glass, but it's there. It's the law. So that they need you to see because the government said so. But the other part that they want you to see is in big, bold print, so you can see how you can find yourself in this hole, getting caught up in the energy of the company that needs to make more money. Whereas you could stay and plan yourself. So what are you preparing? What are you doing? Where are you shopping? What are you spending? And if you never had a Christmas savings account or birthdays and holidays, I don't care who you are, put a little bit of money aside just for it. You know what it gives you around this time of the year? It doesn't have to be a lot. And the trick about us is that we should not trust ourselves to pay ourselves. Nobody trusts us to pay them. Nobody. The bank wants to take the money for the mortgage themselves. The government tells your employer to send the tax you owe them before, and if they don't, they'll charge them. They don't trust us to do it. But somehow we have the audacity to trust ourselves to do what is best for us without putting it in place. We complain about the bank making a lot of money. Let them work for you. They will work for free if you know how to make them work for free for you. So you sit at home, you get on the computer, and you say, I can save $10 every payday towards this for my Christmas. So next year, I'm not running around wondering where to get money for Christmas. Or I can save 20. But start somewhere. It's not a big amount that fills the pot all the time. It might overflow. But the small, consistent idea, it's an automatic savings. You don't have to pay them to do it. That is the one thing they don't charge you for. But we don't use it. It's so funny. That's because we do not mind our own business. We're minding like my cousin sending me information I don't know about, I don't care about. So we have to learn to mind our business and do not trust ourselves to say, oh, when I sit at the computer, I will transfer from the checking to the saving. No, you won't. Don't even think about it. The best thing for you to do is to set it up automatically on the date, the amount you require. And whenever you see it and you find you have a cent more, increase it. Because all of that you can do if you're in the moment. If you realize you need to get with the energy of the day and pause so you pick up the right energy for you. The day comes with its own energy. Some for you, some for me, some for somebody else. But if you do not get into your energy, pause, rest, think, and then act, you will get caught up in somebody else's energy. And that is why I ask you, when you get a message or somebody's on the phone to you, listen. If they're talking, listen. And if you see where it's going, you have no intention of going there, find a way to get out of it and rest yourself. Do not get angry. Do not let it pull you from, I am decluttering the drawer, but I need to talk to you because you're talking. Okay, fine. But you're not listening because you're thinking of something else. So you're still allowing them, though, to have the key to your day. Now, the other time they send a message and right away you feel, I have to do it. No, you don't. Pause. Think. Relax before you jump into it. You have to remember that. Just relax. So you stop, you pause, and you relax and get into it. So you have to be aware of where you are. Is it good to fight the current, or is it the best thing to swim with it for a while, wait for the right time, and then when the tide changes, you go. This can only be accomplished by observation, not by constantly doing. If you're constantly doing, you're not in the observation time, right? If you're constantly doing, you have stopped observing. Your head is down. You're doing. So that's why you need to pull back and be. Because when you are being, you get an opportunity to observe. You absorb the energy. You listen to this piece of music. Another one is by, what is his name? Debussy. Listen to that. It plays Claude Debussy. It plays into your mind. Or Chopin or Mozart for the brain. You do not have to do hours of it, and you do not have to like it. You have to look at the benefits for you. You know, the vacation is growing huge thanks to this, the vacation account. That's all you think about. Yesterday, I went to visit Colleen and drop her a gift, and she's asked me, how many accounts do you have? And we worked together at the bank for years. I used to be her manager. So then I was telling her, and she said, yeah, I have those too. But I was going to talk about that holiday, wedding, birthday, Christmas account, right? Do you know, you put that money in there, every payday or every week is $10 or whatever, and you put $20. Every payday, you can afford $20. You cut off something, you dig into the freezer, you find you have more meat, so you add, you don't need to buy, whatever, you know what I mean. And when this time of the year comes, you go crazy. You blow the whole thing. Satisfaction. It feels good. You planned it. You have $1,020 saved. For you to spend $1,040 saved because you put $20 a week in there. And when you turn around, you looked at it, time to Christmas come or a birthday or this happens, good morning, Vern, you have that money sitting there for you to use. Good morning, Angelina. And that is what happens. When you save a little bit, automatically by the bank, and they help you because they'll do it for free. They need our $20 that we put in every week so they can give the next person who's buying a house the mortgage. They charge them 5%, 6% mortgage rate, and they give us 1 cent. But you don't care about the 1 cent. You just want to know that when November comes, you have $1,040 to spend as you want for Christmas. And you empty it, and you use your credit card, you get your points. And when you get home, you pay them off. And you are free, and you are amazing. And that is the only way you can do that is if you remember to take some time to pause, to think, to rest, and then take action. This thing of constantly doing like you are some, crazy human being is not that. You were born to be a human being. You have to be. To be, you must pause or rest, think, and ask yourself this question. Is this going to take me closer to having money for Christmas of 2024 or further away from being that woman, that mother, that grandmother, that cousin, that sister that can buy a gift? It doesn't have to be a lot, but if you decide it's $15 per person, and don't say you can't and things are expensive, and don't tell me that I heard that story already. It's not true. There's always a way to find it. Look at it. $1,040 you save. And you can get Christmas dinner, the turkey, the this, the that, and you can buy gifts for everybody. And you can wrap them or you can do this. Like my friend, she wanted some oils. She asked me, she said, can you make me your facial oil? I really want it. So I made her a bottle of that. Then she said, can you make me a laundry bag? So I made her a laundry bag. Rather, at a certain time of your life, taking a basket of laundry down the stairs or whatever is not nice. But you can drag a laundry bag behind you. So I told her, I just stand on the landing and I just drop the laundry bag downstairs. And then I walk down the stairs and take it to the machine. And so she said, and I am just struggling with this thing. So she said, how do you bring it up? I said, the same way. I said, you have 2 bags, one for clean and one for dirty. There's always a clean one in the laundry room. So when you finish doing the laundry, the one that is there, you had the dirty clothes in, you wash it, you fold it, leave it there. You pack it in the laundry bag and you drag it up the stairs. She said, oh, I need that. I have to have that. So it took me half an hour to make the laundry bag for her. And you could see the smile in her face, and a bottle of oil. She said to me, oh, I don't know if I said, I don't ask you to do it. You asked me, I did it for you. So you have those little things, but you cannot hire Zim, good morning, good afternoon. You cannot just sit there and let the energy, other people's energy, take you over. I love this. Oh, you didn't know? Hi, Terry. Good morning. How are you? You love this. You didn't know about this laundry bag? Oh, man. I love them. I make them all the time. You pull, it's just a bag, right? You do it fancy. And you do, one string is going that way with the circle here. So the two loose ends are there. Then the other one comes there. The two loose ends are here. And you just pull, and they close. That's it. And then it's long enough, so you drag them or you drop. I just drop them. Everything gets dropped downstairs. It's like you have this house where you just drop everything to the laundry room. Well, that's what you do with it. It's the same idea. So that's what she wanted because I spoke about it. So I made her one. It took me half an hour. I didn't have to even buy the fabric because if you're a person that designs and sews clothes like me, there's always some fabric around. And I made it for her. So it's the planning for Christmas that makes the difference. It's being in the moment that makes the difference. It's not always just doing and doing and doing. Because all you end up is like you're climbing a mountain that you never get to the top. But if every now and again you have this mountain to climb, and you stop and you take a deep breath and you look at where you are, you observe where you are, you will find the spots where you can put your hand, where you can put your feet to get to the top of the mountain. There is always a way out. There is always a way up. The reason why we do not find it is because we do not take the time to get there. You know, I have to make one. I have 13 years. You have to. I better still, I'll make you one. It's so easy to make. But the thing about it is, you are going to do something, but you didn't plan it. And it's like they just announced yesterday that Christmas is on the 25th. It's always the same day, same time. Why is it so many of us are not prepared for it? It's like we know it's coming. It's like they say on the news it's coming, and we wait until it arrives for us to take action on it. And that is how we lose our focus, our compass. We cannot find our North Star. We are frustrated. My husband we used to call him Santa Claus. But this man was never prepared to shop, although he knew he had to. And it used to be the most frustrating thing to observe. And I just used to look at him and go, he said, can you do this? So, no, I'm not. I said, didn't you get the news that Christmas is tomorrow? Why are you running at the stores just 2 minutes before they close the door and buying it, and your hair is going in all directions? You look like a madman. And then he comes, can somebody, who's going to wrap? Can you wrap this person's gift? And I'm looking at him, really? No. Plan. This man has never planned Christmas. He never did. He just kept doing it the same way. And obviously that was his wind. But I was not going to get caught up in his wind. The answer is no. And that is a simple word. Why is it? When somebody is dragging us down their rabbit hole or putting us in their wind that they create, why is it we cannot say no? Why are those two words so hard? Do you know why? Because we heard it for the first 7 years of our life. It's no, 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 no. Everything is no. Don't tell me. We say that. Don't tell me no, I'm your mother. Don't tell me no, I'm your grandmother. Don't tell me no, I'm your father. You're down there, and this human being is pointing at you and telling you no. And when you grow up, you still cannot say no because you weren't allowed to say no. But I taught my children no is okay. It comes with a caveat, but it's okay. And why was more important than no. You're not able to do that. Why? Because of this. So it's not a no. Children come from school and the parent do not allow them to breathe. They should, actually the best thing you could do for a child when they come from school is strip them naked and have them run around for half an hour. because all they heard all day long is no, you can't. You want to go even to the washroom? No, you can wait. We're going in 5 minutes. And we don't think of that. So we take that same attitude and we bring it into adulthood and we pass it on to others. But we have to come to a time in our life when we have to learn to pause. Please pause, rest for a minute, observe the environment, feel the energy. Look to see where you can hold, where you can put your foot before you just take off at 90 miles an hour and end up on your bottom going down the stairs constantly. Come on. Do it one at a time. And that is why, looking for balance, go with the flow. Pause, think, rest, and then take action. Look, observe, look around. What's going on here? They say we are human beings. Why are we human doings? They call us human beings, but here we are being human doing. So this is it for today. And those of you who want some help with starting your Christmas savings account, give me a call. I'll give you an idea. It's not too late to start. Have it prepared now. So on January 1st or whatever you get paid or whenever money comes to you, you start have it going in automatically. And then call it Christmas account, birthday, whatever. Mine has 4 titles: birthdays, Christmas, whatever, weddings, whatever, things like that. So have a wonderful day. You can start with $10. I started with $25 a long, long time ago. And it just keeps going. So have a great day, everybody. Talk to you soon. Let me see who's here holding on with us. Hello, Vern, darling, and Kia, and Nancy, and Yuko, Georgie, Lisa, Ryan, Loretta. Thank you, wonderful, amazing human beings, for dropping by and spending this time. It is an amazing day. So today, before you point and click, pause, breathe. If you have, thank you, Vern. If you thank you, Lisa. If you thank you, Yuko. If you have the money, put it on the card, get the points, and then pay them off. Don't wait until the bill comes to pay them off. Pay them and get it out and feel free. Have a wonderful day. Love you. Bye-bye, everybody. We cannot go today.